got your mind wandering during a long sermon? You're sitting in the pew, trying to focus, but your thoughts just drift away. Well, in the summer of 1865, one woman's wandering mind gave birth to one of the most beautiful hymns in Christian history. Her name was Elvina Hall. She was a 45-year-old faithful choir member at the Monument Street Methodist Church in Baltimore. On this particular Sunday morning, the pastor, Reverend John Grape, was delivering a rather lengthy sermon. As the sermon went on, Evelina's mind began to wander, not to her weekly chores, but to the overwhelming debt of grace she felt towards Jesus. Profound words began racing through her mind, and she knew she had to write them down. But there was one problem. She didn't have a single piece of paper. So right there in the choir loft, she opened her church hymnal to the blank flyleaf at the back and wrote, After the service had ended, Evelina handed her handwritten poem on to the pastor. Now, most pastors would gently scold someone for scribbling in church property during the sermon, but Reverend Shrek saw something special in those lines, and here is where the story gets remarkable. Just a few days earlier, the church organist, a local coal merchant named John Grape, had given the pastor a brand new piano melody he had just composed. John had the music and he had no lyrics. Pastor Shrek pulled out John's melody and held it to Evelina's poem. When they sang the words of the tune, to everyone's amazement, they matched perfectly. Not a single word or note needed to be altered. They published the song shortly after, titling Jesus Paid It All. Over 150 years later, millions of believers around the world still sing the refrain that was born on a blank page in the back of a Baltimore church. It is a beautiful reminder that God can take our most quietest, most distracted moments and turn them into something that echoes for generations.